Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of Tea Time with Tanya. Happy Monday, y'all. All right, let's start today off with an affirmation. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us the collective words of wisdom, affirmations for this day, just for today. Ah, we get abundance. What a wonderful card. Look at this. Abundance. Money is abundant, and I only have to seek it with confidence. Walking forth into fortune, I will do the work, and money shall come. Namaste. I will do the work, and money shall come. Abundance is mine to have. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card for this Monday morning. Hello, y'all. I know this energy is a little bit funky, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. We are in so much change right now. And right now, we are literally facing the calm before the storm. These are exciting times, y'all. Not times to be afraid. These are times to step into your power, to step into your courage, to be excited about why you chose this time to be on this planet. Dear universe, creator, spirit guides, please give us an oracle card just for today, an oracle card just for us. We get the divine masculine. Oh my goodness. We get the divine masculine. This is card number 2. Here we go. The divine masculine is the embodiment of logic, direct action, and strength. In his most evolved aspect, he represents the builder, the protector, and the guardian. Drawing this card can symbolize that divine masculine energy is needed to balance your current situation. It can also represent father brother healing and the healing of relationships with the divine masculine in your life. All right, y'all. If that resonates with y'all, hold on, because that resonated with me. The symbol is the horned god. This is the pagan symbol for the masculine energies in the elements. He is the consort of the triple goddess or the triple moon. All right, there you go, y'all. Learn something every day. Don't be afraid of nothing. Right now is the time for us to stand in our most divine power. Right now is the time for us to revel in all that we have been through. Those of you who are on this ascension journey, those of you who have been beaten up, down, left, right, and center, feeling all of these energies, just know you are the reason that we are moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you. Every day that you wake up and put one foot in front of the other and you blow off the negativity and you stand in your power, you are in the war for the rest of us. You are a warrior who is fighting the good fight of the consciousness of all of us. Hello, y'all. Happy Monday. All right. This is going to be a very short show. I have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 questions. I wouldn't even be able to, if this was spades, I would lose. So here we go. Y'all, please, if you have questions, it doesn't matter what type of question, personal questions, political questions, questions about your favorite actors or actresses, whatever you would like to know, feel free to go ahead and drop it in the comment section below this video. All right, here we go. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl would like to know, will the United Auto Workers go on strike? This is a big one, y'all. I've been telling y'all that here coming up here real soon, most of our nation is going to be on strike. So let's go ahead and ask this question. Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides, please, Tarot, please. Will the United Auto Workers, the UAW, will the United Auto Workers go on strike? Yes or no? Oh, my cards are upside down. Here we go. Yes or no? Will the United Auto Workers go on strike? Okay, guys. Now, I kind of got to know right now. So, right now, I mean, I know it's being threatened, but I've got the devil and I've got death, and these are both ends, okay? So, and these are both big old no's, all right? So, death and the devil. Now, something big is going to happen in the UAW, but they're not going to strike right now. It might be even, eh, um, it might be worse than a strike. So the answer is no, not right now. The UAW isn't going to strike. There's still negotiations going on. There's a lot of severe issues that are being brought up. I feel like the auto manufacturing companies are trying to avoid strikes at all costs. I feel like the UAW has the upper hand, and they are beating the auto companies right now. This is why it is so important that we support our unions and our workers if they do decide to strike, guys. This is the reason. People are sick and tired of slave labor, sick and tired of being pushed out of the workforce, being taken over by robotics. It's time for a change, and the only one that can make this change, y'all, is us. And every one of us has to stand up and stand together. But right now, beautiful girl, the UAW, if they're talking about a strike, they are still in negotiations right now. So right now, a strike is not imminent for the UAW. But that does not mean that it won't happen. That just means that it won't happen right now. All right. My next question from Beautiful Girl. Fani Willis chose not to indict Georgia Senators Loeffler and Perdue, even though the grand jury recommended it. Will Loeffler and Perdue face future charges? And beautiful girl, thank you for this question, because I know a lot of people were wondering about all those people who were not indicted in Georgia, even though the grand jury said that they should be indicted. And we're going to talk about this because this is important. And this should give everybody a whole lot of hope as well. Okay. So let's ask the first question about Loeffler and Perdue. Universe, Spirit Guides, Tarot, Creator, please tell us, will Loeffler and Perdue face any other charges behind the Georgia grand jury? Yes or no? Okay, here we go. And if you want to know why, I'm going to tell you. Loeffler and Perdue are done with the grand jury in Georgia. And the reason that Loeffler and Perdue are done with the grand jury is because Loeffler and Perdue turned their back on old Donnie Boy and testified against him. Yes, they did, both of them. Both of them are anxious about this information leaking. Okay, remember, they are going to they're going to be fighting off all kinds of accusations. But Loeffler and Perdue aren't facing charges because they cooperated. they cooperated with Fonnie Willis and the and this investigation. And this is important for us to talk about the other people like Lindsey Graham. Understand, and let's go ahead and ask about Lindsey Graham right now. But I'm going to talk about this while I'm shuffling and getting ready to throw for this. A lot of those people who were slated to be indicted have basically taken a plea deal. And this is what's going on. And you will find out about this a little bit later on. But there were plea deals being handed out for cooperation. But let's talk about Lindsey Graham real quick. Let's go ahead and ask on Lindsey Graham. And we're going to ask on Mike Flynn too. On those two specifically. Universe Spirit Guides creator. Will Lindsey Graham be indicted at a future date? Will Lindsey Graham be indicted on a future date in Georgia for his meddling in the election? Yes or no? Oh, first card out is the Tower. Yes. I told y'all Lindsey was going to go to jail. But Lindsey's going to be fighting his way off in court. Now, Lindsey's not going to do a whole lot of time in jail, but Lindsey is going to go to jail. Lindsey is facing his own tower moment. He is trying to talk himself out of an indictment. Okay? He should be indicted and he will be indicted. He has been given the opportunity to testify. Lindsey is going to lie. Lindsey will be brought back up on charges. Um, these people, and I'm just gonna say that Fonnie has everyone that she can indict. She can indict them at any time. She's choosing not to at this time. Um, Lindsey Graham will be indicted. Okay, Lindsey Graham will eventually be indicted on the crimes that he committed as a sitting senator. Okay, Lindsey knows that he's going to be indicted. Fonnie is holding those indictments over their heads. If they refuse to keep cooperating, she will indict them. Remember, she's not on a timeline. This case can come and go. These people committed crimes. So unless there's a oh, I can't, a statute of limitations, then she can dangle those indictments over each one of their heads if they haven't been indicted. Don't worry. Don't get hung up on this. We're still in the early days, y'all. Lindsey Graham is going to be indicted. Lindsey Graham is going to go to jail. Lindsey Graham uh, dug his row, and now he's going to have to work in it. All right. My next question is from Sachet. Sachet wants to know, will Oprah, The Rock, Bezos, and the rest of the one percenters turn Maui into a bigger tourist landscape than it already is, for their own greedy pursuits? And guys, what happened in Lahaina was terrible. Now, I know Taro has told us that it was not directed energy weapons, but I still believe that it was man-made. This was man-made. This was not a natural event. And the fact that when the people of Lahaina needed water to put out their fires, there was none to have. And guys, this is a running thing because right now, in another place where there were a whole bunch of fires, I believe this was in Canada. I just read this. Um, the police in Canada are blocking Canadians from putting out hotspots. Now, you tell me, Canada's Canada uses its people regularly to help fight fires. The police are lining up, wasting resources, keeping people from putting out hot spots, even on their own property. When I tell you that the government does not work for us, when I tell you that the richest of the rich, and y'all know the names, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the ones that run and own everything. When they have decided that the New World Order they're ready to bring in the New World Order, they will do it by any means necessary, which means what their plan is to reduce the population of this planet by more than 5 billion people. Understand what's going on, okay? All of this harm, all of this hurt that these people have planned for us is so that they can make more money, control the population, that they can be regarded as God. Wake up. Them telling you to stay asleep should be the biggest toll going off in your mind. The GOP telling you, just stay asleep. Just let us do what we're going to do. Don't worry about none of this. This should have everything in you on high alert. We are in the days of extreme change. I have been trying to prepare the collective for the last 5 years of what is going to happen in the next 24 to 36 months. Our entire world is about to change. And this is the most serious show I think I have ever done. What is happening in the political scheme is to divide us, to get us to fight against each other, to get us to give up hope in our countries and in ourselves. If you leave your house at all, you will notice that there is an uptick in rage. There is an uptick in violent behavior that is plaguing our entire planet. Understand that this is being done to us. We are being manipulated. When you see those planes crisscrossing the sky, when you see those helicopters dropping tons of mosquitoes on areas, ask yourself, why are they doing this? What are they doing this for? Well, I'm going to tell you, because everybody's seeing this happen, but nobody wants to open their mouth and say what is happening. This is our government, the shadow government, the regular government, whatever government you want to call it. It is being done with somebody who is in charge's blessing. Them releasing all of those infected, Zika infected, triple E infected mosquitoes all over Florida. This is going to make a whole bunch of people very sick. This is going to cause a whole bunch of people to rapidly die. Them poisoning our water everywhere. Train derailments into waterways all over the place. Making dead water in total areas. And we're still drinking that water. Contaminated dead water. This is what is being done to us. Wake up. Don't be afraid to wake up. Because if you are not awake, you will suffer through all that they have planned for you. If you are not aware of what their plans are, to make it hurt. And it started with COVID. COVID was the starting gun. They eliminated over 1 million people. That wasn't enough. Round 2 is upon us. Be prepared. Don't be afraid, but be prepared. You know what's coming. Gas prices continue to go up. They will not come down. Food prices continue to go up. And understand, the food manufacturers are the ones who make the prices for foodstuffs. The auto manufacturers make the prices for cars. That is not the President of the United States. However, what is being done right now is to lay blame on President Biden for everything that big business is doing to sabotage the populace. And big business is sitting back, sitting on their hands, giggling, knowing that they are the ones who are altering the prices. They are the ones that are causing the pain at the pump, the pain at the payment line. But they're happy to let the ignorant and ill-informed blame the president who sets no price. This is part of their plan. To have you mad at the people who didn't do this, to put the person who did do this back into power. Understand, there are a lot of states that are actively making sure that Donald Dump Truck cannot be on the ballot in 2024 to run for president. Understand that this is going to cause a schism in Congress and in the Senate, because we have a whole lot of provocateurs, a whole lot of criminals that are about to be brought to justice. And they want anything but to be called a rioter, they don't want to be put in with the rest of the January 6ers. But they will be. And this is why it's so dangerous right now. Because these people are the ones that have power. And these people are going to do everything they can to try to keep their butts out of the fire. And that even if that means starting a civil war as a distraction, just to keep people fighting so nobody's pointing the finger at them. If you want to know why nothing is fixed in America, look at our Senate, look at our Congress, and look at both parties. Okay? Because they have both been in complete control at one time or another. And we are still fighting the same fights that we were fighting 60 freaking years ago. Women still do not have the right to just say, this is my body, you can't tell me what to do with it. No, not for a woman. But there is not one rule, not one law on the books that tells a man what he can do with his body. Not one law on the books about what a man can do with his semen or his penis. But there's all kinds of rules about what a woman can do with her vagina and her ovum. Okay? The double standard. This is where we are. Everything is about to be torn down. And it must be torn down for us to build a working future. We can't put band-aids on this and say that it's all good. A whole swath of our population has no voice. A whole swath of our population is not safe. A whole swath of our population is victimized by the same people who are supposed to protect and serve. We are in the change of the century. We are where civilizations before us have been. We are standing on the precipice of forever. And it is up to us to create the future that we wish to live in. Otherwise, we will be relegated to the future that they have planned for us. And that is a nightmare scape of violence, degradation, and poverty, war, pestilence, famine. This is what they are trying to bring into existence. They are working, and by they I mean the people who are in charge of stuff, the 1%, the people who actually own the corporations. These are the people who are trying to bring this apocalypse into being. They want to destroy us. They want to blow up our world. They want to have all of us as poverty stricken as possible. Slave mentality, matrix mentality. Understand. So let me get back to this question that Sachet asked. Will Oprah, The Rock, Bezos, and the one percenters turn Maui into a biggest tourist landscape for their own greed? Will they be successful in sabotaging everything in Hawaii? Yes or no? Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. What they want to build in Hawaii, y'all, they want to build one of these kind of smart cities. Their view for this is going to be an island where there is like a monorail, some type of oh, I'm sorry, I lost my thought there. Yes, the answer, Shay Shay, is yes. Yes. The rich want to control this, and this is the start. This was the tip of the iceberg. Maui was the kickoff. This was their test on how they could do it. Their test in the United States to destroy an entire, well, in this case, to destroy an entire island so that the names that I mentioned can go in and swoop up all of this property. The people in Hawaii are saying that they've only received $700 and they've lost everything. Excuse me, $700 ain't 3 days in a motel. These people they've been forced off their island. I need for all of you guys just to understand that this has been done to them, and this has been done to them on purpose. Understand, they did it on that island, but they can do it anywhere. And those blue houses, the blue things that didn't burn, that's a real thing. I know Taro said that it wasn't a directed energy weapon. Taro said it was not a directed energy weapon, but Taro also said that it was a man-made disaster. So whatever they did, however they did it, we know that they have the technology to do it anywhere, and they can do it remotely. So none of us can breathe a sigh of relief, because if the wealthy want where we live, they will burn us out, flood us out, move us out. And that's what's going on. We understand now, especially me living in Las Vegas. Let me tell y'all, 1 year ago, we were on high alert that Lake Mead was going to run out of water in a year or two tops. Lake Mead is almost doggone full. How, you might ask? In 1 year, can you fill up a lake that has been slowly draining for decades? How you fill it up? How you put that much water in one lake in 1 year? Well, it's pretty doggone easy when you can control the weather. It is pretty doggone easy when you can make it rain in the desert. It is pretty doggone easy when you've had that technology the whole time. Now, this is where I need everybody should be real pissed off about this. If we have had the technology to make life-saving rain, then why on earth has any area been plagued with droughts for year after year after year? People's crops failing. Can you say this is the people with the money deciding who can make money? Can you say that if you can control who has a drought and who does not, you control all the money? Understand, we've been lied to for last 100 years about aliens. We have been flat out lied to by our government, the highest part of the government. The military knows there are UFOs. The military knows there are aliens. They chase them around the sky all the time and then get on TV and say it was swamp gas. This is why I tell you, do not put your trust in the federal government or your local government. They do not work for you. They work for the wealthy. They work for the ones who have, not for the ones who want. Okay? Understand that. That is the most important thing to understand right now. If the government is coming in saying, we'll fix it, you should be standing in the street saying, I'll watch you. Okay? Something terrible is going on in Hawaii. The rich people want to have complete control over these islands so that they can build their wealth. They can have food that is free from pesticides, because that's what they're doing. They're building their own utopia just for them so that they can kick all the regular people out. This is volcanic rich black soil. You could grow anything. It's not contaminated by Monsanto. The perfect place to start your own utopia, don't you think? Wake up, ask questions, open your throat chakra. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. It's required of us at this time. We can see what is being done to us. It is up to us to decide whether or not we are going to allow this to continue to happen to us. All right? All right, y'all. My next question is from Sachet. Sachet wants to know, why is Russia involved in the Niger war regarding the pipeline? Why is Russia? And guys, this is important. Russia's going to fight on the side of Niger. Understand this. The reason that Russia, China, because China's in this too. This is all about that money. This is all about trying to woo a populace into saying, look, we're on your side. We're not the EU. We're not going to keep taking from you and not giving you nothing. We're not going to call you the N word and portray you as one step up from a monkey. This is what Russia is doing in Niger, what Russia is doing in Africa. Russia is over there. Vlad, with his crooked butt, is over there sweethearting the Africans, saying, I will financially help you to become sovereign. I will help you to defeat the Europeans, to get them out of your country. That's what Vlad is doing. That's why Vlad has a following, because Vlad is fighting against the EU and America. Okay, this is big business. If Vlad and if Russia, China, India, and the Saudi Arabians all start to support Africa in a real way, not just with lip service, but actual military might, Africa would become a world power. Understand, the biggest continent on this planet, the largest populace, the most people on that live there, and is not a world power. And that is because they have been kept out of power. And what Vlad is doing is he is going in there and saying, I'll give you guns. I'll help you build up your own armies so you can protect yourself. I will supplement my people to help you fight against the Europeans. That's what Vlad is doing. Even though his end game is still to take from them, he wants to destroy the European Union more. That's what's going on in Africa right now. Sachet. That's why Vlad is in Africa talking up all of these tribal units, trying to get them to form a treaty, a pact with Russia. Basically, Vlad is offering, I'll protect you if you'll just let us lease some of your land. Or if we can have a trade agreement and we will cut out the other people and we will make sure that they don't encroach on your land. That's what's going on in Africa. Shay Shay. All right. Now, I know I read on Will Graham be indicted in Georgia. The last one I had on that was Mike Flynn. Will Mike Flynn, and this is my last question, y'all. Only a 30-minute show. It's a short one. So here we go. Universe Spirit Guides creator, Tarot. Will Mike Flynn be indicted? Will Mike Flynn be indicted in Georgia? Will Mike Flynn be indicted in Georgia? Yes or no? Yes, Mike Flynn is oh yes, Mike Flynn is going to be indicted. And look, as we even got the jail card for old Mike Flynn. It's about doggone time. Freaking former military general, traitor, spy. Yes, Mike Flynn is going to jail. He will be indicted. Yes, he will. And I have one because I had asked on it and I didn't understand about Jim Jordan. I didn't understand what Jim Jordan was doing in Georgia. So let's go ahead and ask about Jim Jordan. Universe Spirit Guides creator, Tarot, please tell us, will Jim Jordan face any consequences for his meddling in the court cases in Georgia. Will Jim Jordan face any consequences for meddling in Georgia affairs? Yes or no? Yeah, first card out. Third card out. Yes. Okay. All right. This is a change from Friday. So my Jim Jordan. Here we go. We got the World and the Ace of Cups. Both are big old yeses. Jim Jordan is going to face some karma. Jim Jordan is about to face his own tower moment. He's just meddling. He feels like whatever, like his title gives him cause to do anything he wants to. Jim Jordan is rushing his way. He's rushing his way into some trouble. He is going to use his political power. He is going to abuse his political power, and he is going to get caught up. The answer to that is yes. Jim Jordan is going to get caught up in his meddling in Georgia uh, political affairs. There you go, guys. All right. All right. The weather for this week. Now, old Hurricane Lee is sitting out there in that water just churning it up. So the East Coast, y'all gonna have some. I mean, if you're a surfer and you want to catch some big ones and you're not scared to die, go ahead and get in that if you want to. Because it's going to be some incredible surfs, but there are going to be terrible, horrible riptides that go along with that. That storm is just going to churn close enough to the shore to wreak havoc in some areas. So expect some coastal flooding. Expect a lot of wind coming up this. So as it moves up the coast towards New York and especially up into Canada, Nova Scotia, I think you guys are going to face some more weather up there. And it's going to hit at a time where everything is kind of changing. So it's getting colder. A lot of cold air is being pulled down from Nova Scotia, from northern Canada, from Alaska, coming down even from the Yukon. I'll just put it that way. So this powerful Hurricane Lee, is going to push a whole lot of wet air that's going to collide with a lot of that cold air. That may mean that way up north, you guys may get early snow up there. And I'm talking about all the way up in Canada, guys, not down in the Americas. But expect for that a rapid cooling to fall on down the coast. New York, Maine, areas up there, you are going to start to cool down quickly once Hurricane Lee passes. Now, the next hurricane that is behind Hurricane Lee is a damaging storm, and that one is going to make landfall. That one is going to be catastrophic, even though it is a smaller hurricane than Lee is. It is going to be a faster moving. It's going to hit. It's going to be a fast hit, but it's going to be catastrophic. Um, again, and I'm going to say in the Texas, the Gulf of Mexico, so the coastal, the Texas Panhandle, the Florida Panhandle. You're going to have some severe weather up in there. All right. So prepare. And again, listen to your meteorologist. If you're in low-lying, flood-prone plains, bag it up and be prepared to get to higher ground. Be prepared to leave. Guys, these earthquakes are no joke either. We have Hawaii is now, I don't remember which volcano it is, but it is erupting. And there are swarms of earthquakes happening. Right here in Las Vegas, we're having tiny little, maybe ones, maybe even point somethings, but we're having a lot of tremors here. There's a lot of earth movement. This is where we all must be prepared. There was a devastating earthquake that killed a lot of people overseas this weekend. Guys, that can happen anywhere. So Dutch Sense, if you are not subscribed to Dutch Sense, DUTCHSINSE, he tells about earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis. It is a great person to watch if you are in a place where you need to be concerned about the earth moving. Okay? Look him up, Dutch Sense, and be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. All right, y'all? All right. Here we go. Now, so the weather's going to be wet. Over here on the West Coast, what we got going on? We're going to have some more water coming down here this week, too. This may be a week of some more wet weather on this side. But we need to be looking at movement over here, especially California. All of California is going to be under earthquake watch. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And if you live in California or any place that has a lot of earth moving, please, please take those heavy mirrors and big paintings off the wall or from over your bed, okay? Most people get injured from falling objects in earthquakes. Make sure that you have an earthquake plan. Make sure that you have a flood plan. Make sure that you have a fire plan because these are the things that our planet is being plagued with. Be ready. Be ready for anything, guys, because a lot of this is not nature. This is man made. All right. The earthquakes, though, that's nature. That's Mother Nature shaking things up. So be prepared. Don't be scared. Everything's going to be all right. Elevate yourself. And this is the most important thing that I have to say. The people who are going to suffer the most when these hard times come are the people who are dwelling in the lowest aspects of our chakra. Those people who are only concerned with basic survival, the people who are living paycheck to paycheck, the people who cannot seem to elevate themselves out of the mire. These are the people who this is going to be the most destructive on. You can fix this in your life. Elevate yourself. Stop worrying about things that don't concern you. Stop carrying around other people's drama. Stop worrying about things that are not yours to worry about. Okay? Put down other people's garbage. Stop inserting yourself into other people's drama. Stop believing that everything in the world is about you. Okay? And for some of y'all need to hear this. The world does not revolve around you. So stop thinking that it does. And stop inserting yourself into other people's problems. Okay? And that's the message. Stop inserting yourself into other people's problems. And that message from the universe is basically stay in your lane, mind your business, do you, boo boo. Take care of your own house before you start pointing fingers and telling other people how to fix theirs. All right? All right, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you're still here, go ahead and let's prepare for the Reiki prayer. Go ahead and exhale. Let go of all things that do not serve you. And I think, do I? No, it just looks like I have it on inside out. It's on right. Okay. So exhale, let go of everything, and inhale and set your intention for today. Your intention, just for you. My intention is to not put my nose where it doesn't belong. My intention for this day is to work on me. My intention for this day is to mind my own business. All right. Here we go, y'all. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. I am open for readings. I have a sachet reading and sachet special going on right now. Basically, for the price of a 1 hour reading, you can get yourself a free sachet and a room spray just by going into that $65 special. Psychic Tanya 9 at gmail.com. Come on, so you can sample some of my magic. Come on and get you some of this. These little sachets, mojo bags, spell bags, whatever you want to call them, I can make one to do for you whatever you need. And guys, they smell wonderful. And these are made with my hands. All right? All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, y'all.